Hey, okay, let me tell y'all something about me. We trying to hit AK by the end of the month, so subscribe, please. We ranking to you today. You already know it's okay. Make sure you look both ways because the heat's coming all over the place. Ooh, Zxous on the beat, man. Alrighty, out. We're ranking Tia. It's gonna be a difficult one. It's gonna be a difficult one for sure because I think Tia is a great character, but there's no buts. There's no buts with this character. We're gonna talk about it. Make sure you guys subscribe. Like we're like 200 subs away from 800, or 8,000 subscribers. So we can get that by the end of the month, this month, and then 9K by the end of next month, and 10K by the end of the year. I could actually see the vision, y'all. Like I dead ass could see the vision of 10K by the end of the year. It's really doable. So come on, y'all, subscribe. But we're going to be ranking her on the tier list. I did make some adjustments to the last time we ranked the Burst 1 tier list, which was, I believe, Summer Mary. I did end up putting Rapunzel in SS tier. I do think Rapunzel is a top 5 character in the game. I think she's the 5th best character in the game overall. My opinion, well, technically, okay. I don't want to say she's the 5th best because compared to my last tier list and with all the characters we've gotten from that last tier list up until now, there's so many new characters that I think are in the top 10. So many new characters in the top 10, and we will have a full-blown live stream for that where we rank the top 10 like we did the last time after the anniversary, so stay tuned on the channel for that. Subscribe. But yeah, we're ranking Tia, so let's talk about this character now. I think the character is a fantastic character. I think she does have flaws, but it's not a problem because she has flaws, but the whole point of this character is to make sure that you don't get to those flaws, if that makes sense, right? So I'm gonna summarize this character as like easily as possible. This character is a character who depends on having a cover, right? It doesn't matter what the percentage is. As long as this character has a cover up, this character will work. The problem is if she doesn't have a cover up, she will no longer work. And the thing with this character is when you put her on the team, she actually does become like the leader of the team. Right, if she's on the team with Naga and then whoever the other Burst 1 is, she controls the team, right? She kind of does because Naga won't work unless you have Tia on the team, right? Or at least unless you have a shielder on the team. And with Tia being on the team, she's that shielder. If you don't have the shield from Tia, which you won't be able to get if you're not able to use, have the cover efficiently, it's going to be problematic. It's going to be problematic. So the whole thing about Tia is that you want her to have a cover up. That's the whole thing. Now, the thing about Tia that's great is that the whole point of her and Naga or her entire team is to keep the cover up. And it's not going to be hard for them to do that at all. I want to say ever since this character has dropped, we have never lost a cover in an actual match. And I say that because we've lost a cover when we were trying to test to get something. Right, so I was testing out the taunt to see like how much that max HP was really affecting, but the problem is we would either just lose the cover because they would destroy it before we even got it off, or they would end up killing the boss by the second time of the burst rotation or something like that. Right, the damage buff from these characters are way too much. It's like really night and day. Now, I don't want to mention bunny girls in this video because I already know a war is going to spark up. But in terms of schoolgirls and bunny girls, I can word it like this. In terms of damage, you have the schoolgirls. It's night and day with the bunny girls, literally. The schoolgirls are on the very top of the pinnacle of top with damage buff, and the bunny girls are not even close to the schoolgirls in damage. But when it comes to survivability, you can argue the bunny girls are better. And I say you can argue because the survivability from the schoolgirls are pretty good as well, right? Maybe it's not as good as the bunny girls to some of you guys. Maybe it's better. I don't know. But that's definitely an argument, right? But there's no question that when it comes to damage support, bunny girls are here. Like you guys can't see me. Bunny girls are I know it's dark. Bunny girls are here, and schoolgirls are here. So yeah, that's really it. So let's talk about it. So the thing I like about this character the most is I know nobody's really going to say this too, but I like the shield the most about this character, right? The whole thing with this character, she's on a 40-second cooldown and you're forced to bring another burst 1. But what I like about this character is obviously if you recover HP, and this is cool too because it's anybody who recovers her cover HP. It doesn't have to be her, right? So anybody on the team who recovers her cover HP will proc this, and it lowers her burst skill cooldown. Now you need to be at level 7 skills, not a problem at all, because you would want to upgrade this character regardless. But when you get this, the 13 seconds, and then anybody's recovering the cover HP, this goes back to a 20-second cooldown, and then you have the shield. Now what's crazy is we don't have a character who's able to spam a shield with a high percentage, right? That I want to say the character with the highest percentage of a shield is Polly, and she's just on a flat 40-second cooldown. With Tia, you're basically using this every burst rotation, and it's crazy because her shield is 35% of her final max HP for 10 seconds. 35%. When you're comparing this to somebody like Blanc and somebody like Senti, who are known for their shields, their percentages are like at 3 to 6, right? I think Blanc's highest is 11%. 35% of the caster's final max HP for the shield is no joke. That's big, right? Because the whole thing with this character is you're trying to protect her and you're not trying to like lose the cover. And with the shield, you're not going to lose the cover because no matter who hits you, if the shield is up, the shield is going to be taking all the damage before your HP or your cover, right? Now with 35%, it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be easy for most characters or most enemies to one-tap it, right? Depending on how much HP your Tia has. If your Tia has insane HP, it's going to be very difficult for a lot of characters or a lot of monsters, minions. I don't know, depending on which situation. If you're against a boss, it might be harder, it might be easier. Like, for example, Chatterbox will destroy it in one hit. But, for example, someone like Modernia, she won't, actually. Modernia won't break it in one hit. Who else won't break it in one hit? I need to try with the train, which is at reset today, so that's perfect. That's the biggest thing I want to see. But I know it's going to work wonders because we did the showcase of Naga on the train with Ether, and they beat it. So imagine with Tia. It's just common sense, right? So yeah, I think it's gonna be crazy, but the shield is very, very cool, right? I think this whole character's kit is fantastic. Like I said before, the damage buff is great. Maybe you might find it a problem that you have to bring another burst 1, but I don't, because I'm able to get all this character's effects on top of another burst 1 character's effects, right? Imagine if you were able to use Dorothy and Litter's burst skill every rotation. Wouldn't you want that, right? Like, people would like that. And with Tia, I'm glad that I'm able to use everything that she has when it comes to using her burst skill, and then somebody like Dorothy's, everything she has when it comes to using her burst skill at the same time, or Litters, or Volumes, or Mary, whoever you're using, right? There's so many, like, I like it so much, this re-enter the burst stage 1. We hated it so much with Rupee, because Rupee isn't a great character, but this Tia character is a fantastic character. So yeah, maybe you might find it a problem that you have to bring Naga. I mean, you don't have to, actually, right? She works without Naga. She does, right? This is not like the Bunny Girls where you have to have Noir or the character won't work, right? You can use these characters without their other parts. And I think if we are comparing it to the Bunny Girls, which I don't want to, but if we are, that's a big feat. So many people say, Zxous, I have Noir, but I don't have Blanc. Zxous, I have Blanc, but I don't have Noir, so I'm praying I can get them. Where when it comes to these characters, I demonstrate, I show you, I was able to beat the train, the hardest SI boss that there is to date right now, with an SR character and Naga. That's the type of, like, that's what we're talking about right now. I was able to beat Train with an SR character, right? That, like, there's options with these characters. You don't have to have them together. It's just better to have them together, right? With Blanc, there's no replacement when it comes to Noir. Right? I cannot use Blanc unless I have that specific character. With this character, they're just better together, but there's alternatives. That's what I like more about the Schoolgirls as well than the Bunny Girls. Now, me personally, I'm always going to have the character. But for the average player who might not have enough currency for both of them, them knowing that them getting Naga and having an alternative, even if it is an SR, and they're able to still beat content with an SR, might make their days even, it might make them even more happy. Who knows? So I think these characters are great. If you want me to be honest, I'm gonna have to give Tia the SS tier, bro. I have to. This character is too good, right? Her biggest flaws are like the whole point of this character, right? If that makes sense, right? Her flaws is if you lose the cover, you lose the entire team. But the whole point of this character and her team is to protect this character and from her losing her cover. And Nikke did a great job of making it that she doesn't lose her cover easily, right? Controlling the taunt when you need it, being able to control the taunt. I didn't even talk about that, but you can control the taunt, the attack buff, the shield for everybody on the team as well, right? Do you know how much times in hard campaign when I was using the bunny girls, like there would be those minions that just guarantee one tap you? You know, by her having a shield on everybody, no matter who that like one tap thing hits, it's not gonna matter because it's just gonna nullify the shield is gonna nullify it. So that's she's such a good character. The schoolgirls really are just something else, bro. They really are just something else, right? I'm not gonna say who's I think is better between the schoolgirls and the bunny girls in this video because I know that's gonna spark up a war, but they really are something. I really. Right, and I know Pride One is gonna have a tier list, and again, Tia's tier might look worse than Blanc and like Blanc or Noir's individual tier, which would make sense. But when it comes to a team as like schoolgirls versus bunny girls, as it should be, most people know what the better duo is. I think there's still the copium. Right? Because there's no way to justify it. You can't even justify it realistically. But I don't know. They've been set to wait for Solo Raid. We waited for Solo Raid and the schoolgirls are spazzing out right now on the Solo Raid. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. And your boy Zxous, I'm out. I'm going to give her the SS tier. I mean, you could argue low S. I think this is the lowest she can go. I think the lowest she can go is S. I don't think she's an A, B, or D tier. So this is supposed to be C. Hold on. It's supposed to be C tier. I don't think she can go lower than this, lower than S, but I think maybe you can make the argument for like low SS is where I would put her. I would say she's worse than these characters up here, but I would say she's better than all these characters. Every character from Mary down, I'd say she's better than, realistically. So you guys let me know what you think. Your boy Zxous, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.